In this video, should we change tyres? That is the question, but we also need to avoid spinning cars. And speaking of spinning cars, I accidentally bin it through the kink. Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video where we're doing Daily Race C in the Mclaren 650S because that appears to be the meta car this week. Now what we're doing here, well if you haven't guessed by the thumbnail and the title, we're actually looking at strategy and tyre strategy. Now in the weekly race guide, which will be at the end of this video, I talked about maybe not changing tyres, but what is faster and why did I say about not changing tyres versus changing tyres? Well, this is what we're going to find out in this video. So heading down through the chicane then, here Yamagiwa reverse, and through we go. That McLaren trophy up there, get a little bit of oversteer here as we continue on through. Somebody else off there, that's Slugsy off. So we're going to try and get 2 for 1 here as we go round the outside of the Renault Megane trophy and in towards the right-hander then. And we do get the job done. 2 for 1 on that corner. Happy days as we follow Old Boy there up ahead, a part of R4M. Now, if you don't know, a member of R4M actually qualified for the World Series in Amsterdam. I'm going to be there as well. So if you are going to Amsterdam, come say hello. I don't bite, I promise. As we go through that right-hander. And Old Boy coming in the pits, doing that old quick stop and then go to the end strategy. We'll see how that goes a bit later on in this video. So up to P12 then, as we go through the right-hander, continue on out of there. Lots of cars up ahead, including one spinning there. Who is that? Oh, it's Bam Bam, was that? As we advance to lap 3, once again at the chicane. And we're going to get tapped from behind there, which is going to force us out wide here. Now, we managed to recover this nicely. I go to defend this very quickly. And they actually give me a bump draft there to apologise. So, fair dues there, Tabato. Yeah, thank you for that. That's good sportsmanship there. As we advance to lap number 4 then, we catch up to a Ferrari. Now, I did do it in the Ferrari, and I actually did a race previous to this in the Ferrari as well. Oh, speaking of which, they've gotten off there, spinning around. And Kevin, of course, off. Now, the Ferrari seems to be a bit worse than the McLaren on the tyre wear. So we're going to head towards turn 1 here. Kevin's going to have dirt on their tyres then. And as we go into here, they're going to go a bit too deep, trying to brake in the normal spot with dirt on their tyres. Doesn't work. And there we go. Through we go up into P7. Of course, there are some pit stoppers in the middle of all of that as we go towards the kink here at the right-hander. Through we go. And, oh, I have to lift off a little bit then. Kevin's going to come back at me as we head up the hill. I will defend this then in towards the hairpin. I do like this circuit, actually. It's got a good flow to it as we head in to the right-hander. I do like this corner as well. The chicane, obviously very tricky. We'll advance further on then to lap 5, where we see the majority of people coming in then. So you can see on the left-hand side, look at this. Mediums. Everyone's on mediums because that's the only tyre available. But it's whether people are changing or not changing. Now, what do we do in this race? We're not going to change our tyres. We're going all the way to the end then. Medi's caught us back up here. Medi was trying different cars out as well, so I'm not sure what car Medi is in. But quick through here. I just understeer a bit too much then. I'm trying to recover this, and I know exactly what's going to happen here, and I can see what Medi's going to do. So I sort of make room, but know where Medi's going to go and want to go there because I didn't want to lose any time. And yeah, clean move there by Medi. Very well orchestrated that. As we continue on through the last corner. Oh, just venturing off a little bit, understeering, suffering with that tyre wear at the very end of this race. As we advance into the penultimate lap, then through we go. And for those that haven't done the race, that is only going to result in one thing, a 0.5 second penalty. Now, here's a little trick for you. If you do have this penalty, okay, what you could do is come into the pits. Now, if you come into the pits, you actually reduce this penalty hit, essentially, because it's on the start-finish straight. If you get it in the middle of the start-finish straight, it slows you down a lot. Whereas, if you leave the pits, which you do here, and I'm not going to change tyres, as you saw there, as you leave, it will take the penalty here. If you notice here, and there we go. And so, because you're already going much slower, it's actually less impactful as you go into the braking zone. So you can actually save yourself a bit of time by doing that. Quite a bit of a unique strategy to do that, but there you go, and there you have it. So we come to the end of the race in P9. And that's a 17:32 in terms of race time there. So we'll keep that in mind as we go into the next race. Try and figure out whether changing tyres is worthwhile or not. That time, obviously, we did the no change. So, next race then, starting in a very similar position, down in P15. Only it came in behind us, but I'm not going to worry about that. And we're going to jump straight into this one then as we head towards the hairpin. The Supra looking down the inside of a BMW there. Actually, Medi in P1 actually got the BMW into pole position in terms of the time trial. It's up there in P1, which is interesting because that car has not been competitive all year. All year, not competitive, but suddenly out of the blue, it's there. So yeah, some people are choosing to use it. Now, Quaif just goes a bit deep there into this one. Going to slow me down a little bit. Now, this is why sometimes I talk about maybe not changing tyres. Oh, well, that was a bit full turtle there. Spinning around, fortunately not on the back and stuck. Yeah, that was a very bad turtle joke. I realise that. So, we're going to go into the right-hander then. And we're still behind this BMW. But being stuck behind someone could cost you time very quickly. Likewise, being in a battle. And that's why I was talking about maybe not changing tyres. But we'll see the issue here as we head towards the right-hander. Again, we're stuck behind this BMW. Through we go then as we go up the hill. And what's going to happen next? So Quaif going to go towards that left-hand side. We're sort of in the middle of the road here. And we're going to actually send it into the right-hander then. And we do get it stopped on the apex. Very nicely indeed. Really good move. Remember, I always say dives are fine if you're going to make the apex. If you miss the apex, then it's on you. And yeah, we nailed that perfectly. Lap 3 then. We catch up to the next cars here. We've got Devil's Carriage in a McLaren 650S. Another Ferrari ahead of them as well in Tory. No, okay, I'll stop that. That's an old football chant. Go on YouTube, watch all that stuff. Well, you're already on YouTube now. After this video, go check it out. Right, heading down the S's then, in to the right and then the left we go. And again, we're just being slowed up a little bit here as we go towards the inside there. Someone is just off up ahead. Who is that? Oh, it's Kevin again. Kevin is off. We had a cameo appearance in the webcam, if you saw that, as we go through the right-hander then. And Devil's Carriage, they're just staying with me here. Get a tap on the rear quarter then. I don't know whether they want to go in the pits or not. I'm definitely not going in the pits at the moment. We are going to change tyres this time, though. Kevin does go in the pits. Actually, a very good decision there, because Kevin's off, got dirt on his tyres. Better to just change the tyres. Speaking of off, Apex Twin there, off as well, in the Techno machine. So, all sorts happening on this lap then as we continue on a bit further in this one then. Apex Twin finally getting the dirt off their tyres as we head down towards the chicane as we go into this one. So I'm always looking for a really strong exit here rather than trying to be super duper aggressive through there. And that's what I'm going to go for here. So looking down the inside of Apex Twin then. However, they do have the slipstream, so it's going to be quite difficult this to get on that inside. And you can see that slipstream playing a part then. And we have to fall back out of it for now. Looking to slow the car down. Stay above that 100 miles an hour that I was talking about in the lap guide as well as we continue on out of there. And we are stuck by the very blurry Techno there as we head over the hill then, and down we go. We're about a second off pace at the moment to the fastest lap. And that is because of some fighting. It's also because I'm not fully up to pace as well. But you can see how quickly you can lose a lot of time, which is why sometimes it's better not to change tyres. However, is it better to change tyres even in a battle? That is the big question we're going to ask ourselves. So I'm going to come in the pits on this lap. I was going to do whatever the opposite of those two was. And here we go. Into the pits we go. So that's not cost us too much in terms of time. We come out of the pits there. Kevin's just gone ahead of us as we go into left-hander. So Kevin definitely changed their tyres there as well. We're going to continue on through. In fact, let's advance further on. Lap 6 then. In towards the right we go. Looking to really get our move on here. Up to P11. Oh, Heaton's gone there. Oh, dear me. A Supra has gone round. The Gulf Supra as well. Nice little livery that as we go into the right-hander. And continue on out. So into the top 10 we go. Not too bad. Starting from P15. As we advance now to the start of lap number 7. And Apex Twin is in the pits then. So, oh, who's that coming out? That's Apex Twin coming out, actually. So, there we go. We get ahead of them with the old undercut. That's worked out nicely. Kevin's gone really deep here again. Looking to get the job done. And as we continue out that corner, got to give Kevin a little bit of space then as we head towards the kink. Very hard to do too wide this one. So, if you are out too wide, I'd avoid actually going too wide all the way through this. As you can see, it's only room for one car and exit, really. But Kevin defending that nicely. Going to try and defend into the hairpin as well then. And already, look at the time we've lost there. 6 tenths on the fastest lap, which was our previous lap. So already losing a lot of time with this battle. And that's why I talk about maybe not changing tyres. However, you do lose quite a significant amount of time by not changing tyres in terms of lap time. So you do have to be careful. It's very car dependent as well. A car very good on its tyres will obviously better or do better than the Ferrari, for example, which wasn't as good on its tyres. And this McLaren seems to be okay, but it does struggle at the end as well. So up the hill we go then. 7 tenths down on our fastest lap. There's definitely more time in it. Kevin goes defensive again. We're going to look around the outside of Kevin and through the right-hander we go. Trying to maintain that 100 miles an hour. Just dropped underneath it, but Kevin giving me just enough room on the exit then. As we continue on out of that corner, have we done this? Round the outside of Kevin on the long right-hander. I think we have, because it's the left-hander next. And look at this. Down we go. Job done. P8. Happy days indeed. But that will have cost us quite a bit of time in terms of lap time. as we head towards the final corner. We're going to have a look at how much time this actually cost us then as we continue towards the line. What is it going to have done to us? So we lost 1.1 seconds. Arguably, this should be a fast lap than the previous one, to be fair, because look, we got a 0.0 actually on the lap after, so we did lose a significant amount of time. Oh, hello. Contact between Tidgney and the Bomb Bam there. So we're up into P7 now. So yeah, we lost this 1.5 seconds or so. So it's significant times lost there with the tyre change so far in terms of the battling. We've got an F1 Classic livery on this McLaren up ahead. We're going to start to look down the inside again like we did previously then. In towards the braking zone. Oh, side by side, very close indeed. It was the send, but again, we made the apex, so I think all good there. Good awareness from Bomb Bam. And Bomb Bam's going to have the speed here out of the exit here. Lap number 9. We have 1 and a bit laps to go, 1.5 laps to go then as we head into the chicane. Again, don't go aggressive in the early part. Go aggressive at the exit here. Try and push your luck in terms of speed, and that is the best way to do that chicane. Oh, I think somebody just span round in the background there. I want to say that was Kevin, if you did see that in that rear view mirror. Right, heading towards the right-hander then. We're still behind this McLaren, looking to get the job done. And we're just staying to that inside there. That was near 105 miles an hour there. That was good stuff indeed. Now, they're going down the S's, not really an overtaking spot at all, so do be careful when you do this. Heading down here then, looking to just slow it down a little bit here, get a bit of understeer as well. And notice we're 7/10 down our previous lap. That is significant. We're losing a bit of time, of course, because of tyre wear, but even so, we're still down there. And Apex Twin goes for that move down the inside. This is actually a beautifully opportunistic move that pays off massively for Apex Twin then. Really, really, really well worked there. That one lap pressure tyre is working wonders for Apex Twin. What a move that is. That is a brilliant move indeed. As we head towards the final lap then, Apex Twin looking down the inside of Bomb Bam then, as we head into the left-hander here at turn number 1. Leaving the corner, side by side then. So I decided I'm going to try and follow Bomb Bam here, just because I've got the inside. Remember, side by side here really doesn't work very often, but I'm not quite there, so I do back out of it a little bit. But coming through here, unfortunately, I get a little bit of oversteer. I try and correct it, and I shouldn't have corrected it because the car instant gripped, and I went left, and unfortunately, I binned it! Yes, I binned it indeed, as we continue on out there. Front damage there as we continue on towards the hairpin then. We stay towards that right-hand side. I don't want to go on the racing line here just because there are faster cars approaching, and unfortunately the Ferrari just punts the McLaren behind, but it does let them go as well, does the Ferrari driver. So fair play to Yaya then. We're going to head towards the end then, and we're going to knock around 13 seconds off because this is how much we lost in terms of lap time here. And the last time it was around that 17:32 mark, and knocking 13 seconds off, we're well into the 20s. So arguably, I think it's better that you do change tyres. I think it's only if you're in a big battle for the majority of the race would you not change tyres. But hey, it's your choice. You decide whatever you want to do. And that is going to be it for me in terms of this video. I thought I'd do this one a bit of an opposite to the weekly race guide. And hopefully it's of some help and use to you. If you did like it, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. But that's going to be it for me now, folks. No stream tonight, I'm afraid. I'm off out and there's not much to stream. So I'll hopefully see you in another stream very soon. Or the video tomorrow morning. I'll say that is it. Thank you, au revoir, farewell, and goodbye.